and puppies, cross, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism. Just to make it short, this God, he have a phobia of everything, but he is God. He's very powerful. Yet he is so scared to deliver his message to a prophet just because there's a puppy under the bed. And he even was dead. Which is telling me about the nature of this God. I mean, puppy versus Allah. You know, those people, they tell us a lot about how amazing this God, how powerful he is. And then we find that the God, he could not convey his message to Muhammad because of a puppy under the bed of the bigger puppy, Muhammad. There's a question always the Muslims, they speak to us about if Jesus can be God. And then they say to us, well, if Jesus is God, how come you do not know the hour? My Skype is open. If you are a Muhammadan, feel free. Let us discuss who is the one who know the hour and who is the one who do not. Reality is proving to us that Allah cannot be the God, because if there's logic of the Muslim saying, the one who do not know the hour, obviously he is not God, we will go with you. Then your God cannot be God. In the case of the Christians, and we are Christians, when a Muhammadan, he asked us about how come the Father only knew the hour, as Jesus, he said, well, you just said, you answered yourself. You just said the Father. Isn't it Jesus says, everything I have is given to me from my Father? Isn't it Jesus said, the authority over the flesh is given to me from my Father, which means even Judgment Day, he will be the judge. And it's given to him from his Father. So what is new? The new is that we have to play games in order to avoid believing that Jesus is the Son of God. You see, if Christians believe that Jesus the Son is the same as Jesus the Father, then that will be a problem, but we don't. Jesus the Son is Jesus the Son. Jesus the Father is God the Father is God the Father. So when the Muslims, they try to play their games, they are not sincere, and they knew very well that their question is not even valid. Here an example of the lies of the Muhammadan.
Arabic, and you're going to argue with me Arabic, you should at least know the basic concept of Arabic. One says,
if you want to argue with me about Arabic, at least knew the concept of the basic concept of Arabic. This is one of the game they play. Because if this is the argument, that's mean every single Muslim, which more than 95% of the Muslims, they do not know Islam. Why? Because simply they do not know Arabic. The one who can argue, or the one who can ask, and the one who can receive answers is the one who know Arabic. The one who don't, he don't have the ability. So how those Muhammadan who do not know Arabic, and they are the majority, and I find those sheikhs are very funny. They are wearing expensive watches, carrying nice phones, and wearing sunglasses, but yet they are dressing like Arabian. It's like a Halloween day. If you are a person who want to follow your prophet, well, then take the sunglasses off, take the Rolex in your hand, and throw away the iPhone you have in your pocket and your hand later. If you are a Muhammadan, please, you can contact me immediately in Skype, and I will call you immediately too. Only Muslims, please. So, and then the Muhammadan, they go in their argument, and this brother here is asking them a question, and they are trying to avoid the answer.
Malik Yawmuddin, what's the difference?
Owner and king. Are those two different?
Now they are giving him a quiz in Arabic. I mean, they knew that the guy did not know Arabic. Malik Yawmuddin and Malik Yawmuddin, what is different? So now, like, okay, now you know what? Like, we shot him in the head. Like, what is different, huh? But the guy, he did not know Arabic. But you just armed him. I mean, those Muslims are trying to supposedly to show the guy that he is ignorant. But you will see how they armed him with something he can use against them and against their cult. You know, Islam for me is like a whore accusing you of fornication. If you know what I mean. Islam literally is a whore who accuse everybody in fornication, but this is the religion of fornication. Mut'a, zawaj urfi, one day, you know, stand, travel marriage, friend marriage, I mean, you name it. Anything, they just add the word marriage to the end. But in fact, it's a fornication. Let us see what he will say to him now.
Words?
No.
So they're the same word?
Those are two different words.
What if I'm sincere?
Did you hear what he just said? He said, no, they are totally two different words. So how the Muhammadan, they say that the reading of the Quran is just a reading of dialect. It's not two totally different words. There's a huge difference between dialect and two different words and different meaning. He just said that. And they are the one who mentioned this word, supposedly, in order to show him that he is ignorant.
And I take what you guys tell me, I examine what you tell me, and I see something that is opposite of what you tell me. Don't use that as a cop-out.
I'm getting mad?
Don't get mad. Why?
But he doesn't know nothing.
But okay,
why is it coming with you?
so here's my question. So let's say, because everything that we've been told for years is that there's one Quran, you know what I'm saying, all over the world. You go anywhere, all the Muslims recite it word for word, letter by letter, the same way, right? So we investigate this, and we see a difference, and we come to you and ask you about it. Shouldn't you guys be able to?
So the difference is, we already explained there's sab'a huruf.
Right.
You know what that means?
I don't know what haruf means. I know what qira'at is.
That means
Qira'at is the readings.
letters.
Haruf means letters?
Yes.
Okay. So our haruf and qira'at the same?
There is 7 huruf, brother. 7 huruf. So Allah, he sent the Quran in 7 letters only. I mean, if you say that, that's mean the Quran using only 7 letters. Which mean all the words in the Quran contain only 7 letters. But if we go, we will find from the first line where the Quran contain all the alphabet. So what it's mean really to say 7 huruf? And remember, our topic is, do Allah knew the judgment day? This will lead us to know everything about Allah. He do not know the judgment day. He do not know what he is saying. And the guy don't even remember what he said before. And this is why he keeps saying, oh, Prophet, you just said this is different from yesterday. Oh, this is another revelation. The same, Sadiq, the same, If, like those Pakistani, they go to Saudi Arabia, they learn the word Sadiq, which is very funny. We don't use it in Arabic. Sadiq. So, okay, Sadiq, what is Abdul? So, if Allah is God and he is God, why even he need to send his book in 7 huruf or 7 letters as you claim? So Allah, he sent his book in 7 huruf. And now they are schooling our brother here. What does that mean? You are ignorant, my friend. You do not know what does that mean.
I know what qira'at is.
That means
qira'at is the readings.
Letters.
Haruf means letters?
Yes.
Okay. So are haruf and qira'at the same thing or no?
So basically they recite in different way. One is warsh.
Look. One is saying to him, what he said to him is huruf and recite is the same, like 7 letters. He said the other one he said no, the other one he said yes. In the same team, one he said no and the other one he said yes. And the funny, if you see the Muslims in the comment, they will say, Christian Prince, you have a satanic laughing. My friend, I am so glad that you discovered how Satan he laughed, because I thought Muhammad he discovered only how Satan he fart. I mean, how in the world you get to that conclusion? So the Muhammadan, they find my laughing is a satanic, but they don't find that Muhammad going after a little child to have sex with is satanic. Or Muhammad making verses saying any woman she offer himself so I can F her, that is satanic. Or Muhammad killing people, taking their money and their sandals. Even sandals, you coward son of Muta. Even sandals. I mean, have you ever heard of a low-class, thief? Sandals. You kill the guy, you take his sandals. Flip-flop from Walmart. This is Muhammad. Continue.
Qalun,
Yeah.
Hafs, and you have...
So that's qiraat. Qiraat is recitation.
Right. So what's the haruf?
And by the way, he could not even, he said Hafs, Warsh, and he could not remember the rest. He did not know them. They claim to be sheikhs. You see, they're wearing clothes like a sheikh. They have a beard, but he was able to count only 2.
I'll give you an example, very small. Okay? What's the difference between إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا and إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا? What's the difference?
One of them was shorter. So I guess less
That's the
A's.
difference in recitation.
Look at the liars. Look at the liars. One of them is shorter, but this is just extend his voice. This is not he changing anything. Let us go and show you how those people, Abdul, we can get them busted easy. And I hope this brother, he will learn from what we are showing now. So next time he see them, he can grab them from their tails. When they say to you it's just different way of reading, they are a big fat liars. I will give you an example. If there is any Muslim would like to call us immediately, please feel free. Just text me and I will call you. And this verse actually will lead us to know if Allah, he knew the judgment day or not. Very important verse. Very important verse. Chapter 36, verse number 38. Chapter 36, verse number 38. Who is a Muhammadan is willing to call us and tell us what this verse exactly is speaking of. And don't worry, you can read any interpretation book you want. I mean, any Muhammadan? Don't forget to post the link around so we can get more people. Like, see, we have only 787. I don't know why. Shall I make the video 15 minutes and go? I can make it 15 minutes and go. I'm done. Share, please. Any Muhammadan would like to join us live on air. Someone who claimed that he have a knowledge, he have the courage, he knew his religion, his belief, and he is willing to call us. As soon we receive a call from a Muhammadan, you will notice that Muhammadan, they do not know what they are talking about, and they don't have a religion, and don't even have a faith. What the Muhammadan they have is he said, she said. And Allah never said anything, because Allah is fake, does not exist. Allah is a previous religion name of God, which is the moon god, contain 2 words. Al, which is in Arabic today, the, or in the old Aramaic, al, which mean God, and lah. So the God lah is a previous God, exists before Islam, and even the Quran confirmed that the Arab worship lah, and he have 3 daughters. And then you ask the Muslims, how in the world they come to the conclusion that he have 3 daughters? They're going to answer you. Actually, Muhammad, he confirmed that yes, Allah have 3 daughters, and he killed one of them. If a Muslim want to argue with me, challenge me. According to your prophet, he killed one of the daughters of Allah. Which means really Allah have daughters. Because how you can kill his daughter unless he have a daughter? You know what I mean? If you Muslims claim that Allah prophet, he sent Ibn al-Walid, which is a criminal, the guy who cooked the guy, who he liked his wife, he killed the guy, he cooked him, he ate him, and then he raped the wife. And the Muslim, they claim that he is a warrior. Actually, I saw a video by a professor in university calling the warrior Khalid ibn al-Walid. When this guy, he is no warrior, he is a scumbag, he is filthy. You see, when you say a warrior, you speak about, because even in war, there's ethic of war. There's ethic. Those people have no ethic. What warrior? This guy is a scumbag, rapist. He killed a Muslim. He cooked him. He raped his wife in the same night. Again, professor, he says, the warrior. They do not know what they are talking about. And here you need to remember that when you learn about Islam from those who so-called university, so-called professor, ask yourself very, very legitimate question: how we can trust what those people say? If those people say that Islam is a good religion, all the Prophet companion, they were good people, etc., obviously this is a politically correct teaching and have nothing to do with the truth. In fact, even the Quran says clearly that the Muslim, the companion of the Prophet, they accused the Prophet that he stole an underwear. And that is telling you the whole story. I mean, what kind of group they are, to the point that the companion accusing the best man of them that he is a thief and he took a panty. Imagine, God forgive me for saying that, Peter accusing Jesus of the same. Can you believe it? What kind of a quality and what kind of a group they are? Fighting over a red velvet underwear. These people who they are posting things in the chat, don't post 1,000 cross, because it doesn't make them 1,000. The cross is one. So we need people, say something in the chat, don't post images for us. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Any Muhammadan would like to join us live on air? Open challenge, especially those who claim that they have knowledge. Where is the sheikhs who have knowledge? Somebody's asking me, what do you think about the Islamic law? First of all, there's nothing called Islamic law. That is a lie. You see, if you want to say we have a law, where we can find the law? Where we can find the law of Islamic law? You've been fooled, my friend, when you speak about Islamic law. I have my first degree in Islamic law. And there is no law in the law. As an example, if we ask now the Muslims, the whole Quran, can you show me where is one verse speaking about the punishment of rape? Was even the word rape mentioned? Nowhere. I mean, this God, he have time to tell us about Suleiman speaking to an ant, or the ant speaking to her friends, but he have no time to tell us, okay, what we will do in the case of rape. So when we speak about law, it have to be, especially if it's made by God. I mean, the law which is made by man, they cover even traffic light law. But the law which is made by God, one of the most important crimes is not even there. So how that can be considered as a law? When we study Islamic law, supposedly, in fact, we study three. We study Christianity and Judaism and Islam. And you will find that in Islam, there is no law. It's just a fabrication. There's a huge part of ruling about farting. Farting. Is that a law? The law of farting. So the Muslims, they have ruling about farting, but they don't have ruling about rape. If you remember, when the Abdul, the one who he claimed, he called himself Sheikh Uthman, He was reading from the book, it's called Al-Musannaf li Ibn Abi Shayba. Right? Right away you will notice that this coward, he did not even dare to read what is there. He skipped it. And you ask yourself then, where all this is ruling here, we see in the same chapter he mentioned, where we can find those ruling. Is it in the Quran? No. It's even Muhammad? No. So how that became a ruling? Garbage in, garbage out. So there is a misunderstanding about what is called law for Muslims, because simply there is no such a thing. Muslims do not have a law. And actually, the same book he mentioned for us, chapter, volume number 6, page number 479, is teaching you how a Muslim can beat a Christian, but a Christian cannot beat a Muslim. Can you believe it? As an example here in front of us, if a dhummi is somebody he paid to live. This is what dhummi, they are thieves. They attack your land and they force you to pay them unless you want to die. As long as you pay, we will let you live. But how you will live? You will live like a dog. So if a Christian, he insulted a Muslim, what is the ruling? We beat him. We whip him. But if a Muslim insults a Christian, he did not do anything wrong. As an example here, there's a person who's called Al-Jarmaqani. They are two. One is a Muslim, one is Jarmaqani. One of them, he insulted the other or accused him falsely. It doesn't say who, but obviously it's the Muslim. Right away you will see, and how we know that it's the Muslim, obviously he is accusing falsely. It says, فَجَلَدْتُ جَرْمَقَانِ وَتَرَكْتَ الْمُسْلِمِ. So I did whip the Jarmaqani and I let the Muslim go. Let the Muslim go. That means he is the guilty. Just because he's a Muslim. And this is what they say to you, the amazing, beautiful Sharia law. And when the caliphate he came, he said to this guy, he learned what he did. He says, good, good, you did good. You did good. And not only that, as an example here, if you read in verse number number 6 here, it says, let's go actually to number 23. Or we can actually read it. Let's say here, it says, Abu Bakr, he told us, from Ibn Fadil, from Asim, from eyewitness as Shabi, a person, his name is Shabi. He did beat a Christian for he insulted a Muslim. And I said to him, Udrub wala yura ibtuk, which means hit harder and hit faster to the point we will not see under your arm. Like, under, like, where the hair in your arm. So hit faster, faster, like hit the guy, the Christian guy. In number 23, it says, what about the black slave? He insulted a free man, which means a white man. How we beat him. Can you believe it? And the filthy Uthman, he was quoting for us a note. It says that the Islamic law teach to stop beating. This is what the note was saying. This is what his note, go watch it, go read it. But this is not the book. The same book. The whole book is about beating, and then it says in the note, and this is how Islam, brother, in advance was teaching people before, not like in our time now, they are thinking about it. In advance, brother, it says don't do beating. How to beat a black slave for insulting a free man. حدثنا أبو بكر قال حدثنا مخلد ابن زيد عن ابن جريج عن عمر from Ibn Abbas. Al-Mamluk, the property they own, we want that we own. He insult a free man. He said we beat him 40 times. We lashed him, we whipped him 40 times. This is what they call Sharia law. Do you see it? You can go and translate this page using Google Translation, even if you do not know Arabic. And let me post the link for you. And this is the same exact page, the coward, the potato, the zucchini, Uthman. He was quoting for us to read. So in the future, if the guy ever he spoke to you, tell him, can you please translate for us the same page you mentioned to those people? You mentioned page number 479, value number 6. He cannot deny it no more. Can he say, I don't accept it? Can he say, I don't accept it? He cannot. Because he's the one who's quoting the hadith there. And you see, if we are the one who came to him and he said, let us read this one, he will say, oh, this is not even sahih.